registration affects just because of mina one day see the hands kunabanye abantwana ekumele ukuthi abanakekele. I would just love to. But then into engomotivator ukuthi mina angifuni ukuhamba kulendlela ahambe kuyo ukuthi angafuni ukuthi abe I'm coming from a family of 5. My mom works as a cleaner. She's a single parent. My dad was never there, and with the salary that my mother is earning, she cannot afford to pay for my tuition and also satisfy our needs. Hence, I'm not the only child. My dad was never there since from day one, so it breaks me apart. Because or sharp, he can afford to pay for my fees, but it breaks me apart kakulu. And
I was raised by my grandmom, who passed on the 9th of November 2009. I was in grade 8. That was when I thought every dream was shattered apart because she was the only thing I had.
I come from a family of 5, of which my mom is a single parent. And myself and my older brother are both in university. So it becomes a problem for my mom to pay for both our fees because there are still 3 younger siblings that I have, of which one is in high school and 2 are in primary. And she just recently stopped working. So
yeah, how it goes. I was abandoned by my mom at the age of 6 years. She went and got married to another man, so I don't know.
Ukubona mama asafara ukumbona akhala day and night angazi ukuthi uzongibhadalela ngani registration nakho kuyangi-affecta just because of mina one day ngifuna ukuthi ngimsize, hence kunabanye abantwana ekumele ukuthi abanakekele akukho sharp nje. But then into engomotivator ukuthi mina angifuni ukuhamba kulendlela ahambe kuyo ukuthi angakhona ukuthi abe able ukuthi asatisfy ama needs wabantwana bakhe. I want to be umuntu o better than yena, not to say she's not good, but then financially we are struggling. It was never easy. It was never easy.
It's very devastating at this present stage, knowing that you have to write exams, but you know that chances of you not coming back next year are very high. So it's not, I don't know, it's disturbing actually, because you can't study with full might knowing that, you know what, next year I might not come back. So you do have those, I might as well just stop everything that I'm doing thoughts. But then at the end of the day, you know that you have to push because you want this degree.
Being called a failure, abantu bakujudge not knowing ukuthi endlini uphila kanjani, because we all know ukuthi mawuphumela ngaphandle uphuma nesmile. Even though wazi ukuthi ulala ungazi ukuthi kumele ukuthi udle ini, ungazi ukuthi kumele mawuvuke ekseni esikoleni ugibele ngani, or ungazi ukuthi kumele ukuthi uregister ngani. It was never easy because abantu bayakujudge not knowing ukuthi what's happening kahle kahle, and abantu bakubiza ngamagama wena. I mean like akekho umuntu ochoose ukuthi ufuna ukuphila impilo enjani. If siyachoose ngabe sonke sinayo yonke into esifunayo, but because siphila impilo according to the way uNkulunkulu aplane ngakhona,
it shatters everything down, because what happens that you don't even enjoy being with friends, you don't enjoy being at home, you don't enjoy anything. The only thing you stress about is the outstanding fee, this huge amount of outstanding fee you have, and knowing that you are from a unemployed background, no one is working, no one can even make means for you to go back to school, and then you want to go back to school. It's a huge problem, my brother. Like,
so it was never easy, but with the support engitholile ebanganini bami, and to mention a friend ongomotivated to take part in this, naye umanage ukuthi angimotivate, even though bese sengifeel like ukuthi I want to give up, sengitshela ukuthi angibuyele esikoleni. Because this year I was supposed to be doing my 3rd year, but here I am doing my 2nd year. Loco, it breaks me apart. Mangibona abantu bengihamba nabo, but into engitshela ukuthi no one said it would be easy. So regardless of isikhathi engizosithatha to achieve my dream yokuba uthisha. I'll hold on until kuze kube right.
It's an everyday struggle, having to get loans, having to borrow money from people just to sustain us in varsity, let alone starting to pay for our fees.
Registration is coming. The only thing you have is just to hold your faith in God and say, everything and anything that I want, I shall receive.
Years and years, institutions of higher education in South Africa have been faced with a number of students who can't register due to historical debts or not affording the registration fees. Given the prevailing circumstances of fees having expected to increase in 2018, which might mean an increased number of students not being able to register due to outstanding or lofty registration fees. In attempts to counteract this calamity by means of our African roots, Ubuntu, Botho, which entails defining a brother or a sister beyond the scope of someone who lives in your family. This is an attempt to end the culture and tradition of financial and academic exclusion in institutions of higher education. The initiative GoFundMe Studies aims to raise funds through requesting students and alumni community of NW and the community at large to save a minimum of R1 each and every day of their December holidays that they will then donate next year during registration. The initiative also aims to involve corporate sponsorship through requesting local supermarkets to help in registering at least one student. Batswadi, metswalle, borakgwebo, ke a kopa ho tloha botebong ba pelo ya ka bonyane fela bo lekanang le 10 o ka thusa ngwana hore a ye sekolong mme a atlehe setjhabeng. Ke a leboha.
And hoping to whoever this video reaches that you will see the need to invest whatever financial support you might have to students that are not able to pay their fees to come back next year.